Hello and welcome, viewers. We are so excited that you're here and watching this. I have an incredible special guest today. My name is Lois Lavrissa. I developed a coaching business Kickstart to help new coaches start their business and set it up for success. Katie Kroll has been one of my students recently in the program, and she is here today, and I'm so excited that she's here. Katie, please introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me. Again, my name is Katie Kroll. I'm actually a teacher. I've been a teacher my whole life, but I'm trying to develop my coaching business. And I feel like teaching is sort of a natural progression into coaching. What I'm working on is a niche towards helping women who are in relationship with an alcoholic. I had a husband who was a severe alcoholic, and I did a lot of things to help myself get out of that situation. And I'd really like to help women in midlife who feel stuck in that sort of dynamic to reclaim their lives.
Katie, thank you for sharing that. And what problem did you face before joining Coaching Business Kickstart with me?
I didn't really know where to start. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of things like how to get seen on the internet, social media, just how to reach people, how to get clients, how to build the business. I really didn't know where to start. So this program really helped me hone it down into real easy steps.
That's exactly the next question. The next question I'm going to ask you is, how did coaching business resolve some of the issues you had? You mentioned that you're right. I mean, coaching is one thing, but starting a business is a whole nother thing. And you kind of want to marry those two together. So how did Coaching Business Kickstart help you with that?
It just helped me organize how to go about getting started and following through with all those steps. It's not just about here's step one, it's also here's how to do step one, and there's lots of extra downloadable questionnaires and forms to use, and it's just a whole system that really helped me get organized and started.
And Katie, did you have any big breakthrough moments in Coaching Business Kickstart that you felt like you wouldn't have gotten had you not taken it?
Absolutely. So part of the Kickstart program is coaching with Lois, with you. And we had a coaching session where I was really stuck on finding my niche. It was too broad. I couldn't seem to get the right I don't know, the right group of people or what I was really going to hone in on. And Lois's coaching just helped me come to a huge aha moment of, I can do this. I can help women overcome this relationship with an alcoholic. And I'm excited to do that. And it was such a great coaching session. Thank you.
And how did you feel when you had that? What did you feel after you had that, as you mentioned, that breakthrough moment, finding your niche, working with me?
I felt so motivated. I felt excited. I felt empowered. I believed in more confidence. I never really, I thought about that before, but I just thought it was too narrow maybe, but I don't think it is. I think there's a huge market for that. And you helped me realize that I kind of already had a program written out and formed. And you made me realize that the niche was not too narrow and where I was going was too broad. So thank you.
You're so welcome. As we said, and I think I have it all over Coaching Business Kickstart, if you try to please everyone, you're pleasing no one. Your message gets lost in the billions of messages out there. And being hyper specific like you are now, you are going to be able to talk directly to who is your ideal client and connect with them. And they are going to hear you and say, she knows me. Or, he or she or they know, they just know that they will feel that connection. So I am so honored to have been a part of your process. So thank you for letting me help you on that. It brought me so much joy. And so what do you think you liked best about Coaching Business Kickstart?
I liked how that it's self-paced. I liked that there were things there was something to read all the on every module, um, and look at. So there's videos and then there's downloadable material. I'm actually someone who prefers reading over video watching. So I read fast. That's how I comprehend best, or that's how I learn best. So I appreciate that it comes in several different forms. So you can choose what works best for you. And the coaching part of it was such a bonus.
Hmm. So it's the support. I mean, that's, that,
Yes.
to me, that's so critical. Just throwing a program out there or any kind of learning or educational material. I think it's so important. And you just mentioned that you feel that way as well, I believe, is that having that support system. So we had the private Facebook group. You could pop in questions or say, hey, I'm working on my niche. What do you all think? And then, of course, we had the coaching calls, which is so great for question and answers and sharing things. And as you said, really, really coming down to help you when you need it. So I'm so glad you got that support that you needed. Was there any single feature that exceeded your expectations in Coaching Business Kickstart?
I guess I have to go back to the downloads. I mean, there's just so much useful material, especially how you provide all the text for if you're doing coaching calls, if you're just trying to figure out your niche, just questions to ask yourself. It's so comprehensive. That definitely exceeded my expectations.
Mm. And, and that's what we're hoping. And thank you so much, Katie. I'm so glad that you got value out of it. And we worked really hard to put all that together, the templates, the guides, the handouts, the scripts, everything that you can have so that you feel like when you're ready to get to it, as you mentioned before, a self-paced program, if you want to do it on your lunch break, if you're still working full time, or in your comfy pajamas sitting on your couch at midnight and you want to go over a lesson or a module, it is all up to you. It is self-paced. And then of course, the coaching calls, they're on certain days, and that's extra support for you. And of course, the Facebook group is always there from camaraderie and networking and sharing your wins. So I am so glad that you found you had value out of that. How did Coaching Business Kickstart help or change your business?
I mean, it helped me define my niche, as I mentioned. It helped me, it's in the name. It helped me kickstart everything and really set my business and my program off to a great start. It's a step-by-step program. It tells you exactly how to do it. And all the steps are very actionable, and they're not overwhelming. They're in just the right amount for each module. I never found it to be too much or overwhelming or too complicated. It was simple and easy to follow, but also very valuable. And it just really set me off in the right direction.
I'm so glad. Thank you. That just warms my heart. That's exactly what Coaching Business Kickstart is meant to do. So it just warms my heart. Thank you so much. So, Katie, would you recommend Coaching Business Kickstart to new coaches out there who might have just completed a certification, who are thinking of doing a certification, or who finished a certification, who are thinking, what do I do now? Would you recommend Coaching Business Kickstart to them?
I would absolutely 100% recommend Coaching Business Kickstart to anyone really who's interested in starting a coaching business, whether you're certified or not. There's something in there. There's lots in there for everyone.
I think we had talked about this just a little bit earlier, but it gives you a really good foundation for setting up or starting your business and setting it up for success. You have all the steps, you have the modules, templates, guides, workbooks, scripts, everything that you need. So that's something you can always refer back to. Once you get your business up and running and you're like, wait a second, I think I'm going to change something up. Let me go back to that module and figure out how I can redo this part or whatever. So I'm so glad. Thank you so much, Katie, for your time. I don't want to keep you too much longer. We really appreciate, and you all who are watching right now, if you're watching live, can you please drop a comment and write the word live? And if you're watching it on replay, thank you for coming here. And please put a word in the comments, replay. Again, Katie, thank you for your time. I am so honored to have had you a part of Coaching Business Kickstart in our community. And thank you all for watching.